What's up? What's up? What's up, tribe? Happy Thursday. We are almost at Friday, y'all. We are almost at Friday. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hope everybody is having a great week, you guys. I hope you guys are all having a great week. So let's get ready to get into the things. Please come on in. This is a tribe meeting. You know, we're a little bit more informal at the tribe meeting. I can say hi to the people. I can say hi to the people. We're going to get into some things. And it's been a minute since we've had a tribe meeting, you guys. So I don't know. It's some stuff that I want to get into. It's other stuff that I don't want to get into. I don't know. I might forget to talk about some stuff, child. There's been so much going on, honey. So much going on. Where's my pen? Oh, there it is. Who's child? I got a whole list of stuff, and I'm probably still missing something. Okay. Lord, I got a long list of stuff. Well, not really that long. All right, you guys, let me say, and don't forget, it is still Teacher Appreciation and Nurse. I'm sorry that I neglected to give the nurse their shout outs. I don't know why we have to share a week. Do you know how many other weeks there are in the year? Those are two very, very, very important careers. We should not have to share a week with each other. I mean, it's 3 other weeks in the month of May. Why do we have to share? So no disrespect to nurses. You know, but I'm a teacher, so of course I have sort of tunnel vision. But no disrespect to nurses. You guys know, for those who have been here for a while, and you guys know my story. You know, and actually I forgot I didn't do it this year. I gotta remember to do it. I usually send some sort of treat to my nurses at the rehab hospital that I had to go to when I had to learn how to walk. I told you guys, there's nothing more humbling. There's nothing more humbling than not being able to do for yourself what you used to be able to do. And you have to rely on these people to do everything. And I do mean everything for you. And so I definitely have an affinity for anybody on the nursing staff from the beginning to the end. From when I first went into the emergency room where I didn't have a great experience. Again, if you guys know my story, then you know, all the way down to when I was at the rehab hospital. So there is that. So let me say hi to the people. Hey, Karay, Tan, Tracy. Both my Tracys are here. Hey, y'all. To win. Where have you been? What up, Star? Hey, Amber. Lovely 31. Hey, Powerful. Xavier, Des. Ina, Carol, what's going on? Hey, Quake, Legal Services. Hey. What's up, sis? Be traveling. What up, Ebbs? Remain teachable. Ooh, I know I say it every time. I just love your name. Drinks with D. Hey. What's up, B-Lo? Mamiana, yes. Hey, Juan. I said Juan. Juana, sorry. Joanna. I don't know why. I don't know what I was reading. Hey, Cool Gamer, Sharice. Miss Baythang. Thank you, Miss Baythang. Hey, Smokes, Montrez. What's up, boo? Keisha's World, CJ. Hey. It's also Public Service Recognition Week. Shout out to all the civil service in the chat. Yeah, why do we have to share weeks? Do you know how many other damn weeks there are? We shouldn't have to share with anyone. Everybody should get their own special time. Hey, Marla. Hey, Xavier. Moni Long is coming out with a remix of Mariah Carey. You know what's funny? I have a student who hates that song. And so I just feel like it's my job that every time I see them to sing it to them. Or every time they come in my class, I play it. It is so hilarious. They absolutely hate it. And I'm like, you hate this song right here? And I play it. And so that's, yeah. But she's one of my seniors, so she'll be gone by the time the remix comes out. It's our senior's last day tomorrow. I don't know what I need to text and find out what the senior. Oh, they did tell me what the senior prank is. Ooh. I might have to be late for work tomorrow. They told me what the senior prank is. And I don't know if I feel like being part of the shenanigans. I don't know if I feel like being part. Ooh, they told me I'm gonna have to send a message to one of my seniors and be like, "Is that still the senior prank? When is it supposed to start?" because I feel like I need to either be there before they get started so I can be in my classroom and lock my door, or after it's over with. But anyway, so do you have an address we can send gifts to? Legal services, I do not. I used to have a PO box, but it just wasn't worth the money I was spending, so I opted not to renew it the last time. But reach out to me on Instagram. I may be able to provide you an address where you can send something. But every time I think about renewing my PO box, but I just don't, Okay. But thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for thinking of wanting to send me something. I appreciate that. Maybe they wanted to celebrate some best people with the hardest jobs in the same week, but I do believe you all should get your own celebratory week. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, what ends up happening is, from a business perspective, you know what I mean? You have to choose, or it's just so much. Like, I know Chipotle, I know Smoothie King gave us free smoothies. Chipotle, I know they did. I don't know if they did it this year, but they used to do where you could get a free burrito. A lot of places, if you show your school ID, you can get a lot of different things that week. And I mean, from a business perspective, you want to celebrate everybody, but that ends up to be a lot. UPS PO box is cheaper than post office. Oh, I may have to look into that, Tracy. Thank you for letting me know that. I never even thought about getting a UPS PO box. You know what? Thank you. I'm gonna look into that when I get off of here. I never thought about that. And again, the price wasn't ridiculous. It just, I think I had the PO box for a year, and I can probably count on one hand how many times somebody sent me something. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate what people do send me, but my only reason for having it, but I probably will get it back for business reasons, for business purposes. I'll probably get it back. Anyway, but I will look into that. Thank you for Tracy. And Tracy Child, you're going to have to remind me, girl. All right, you guys. So listen, as always, thank you. Please hit the like button. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We hit 16.8, you guys. We hit 16.8. So, we chugging right along. Y'all know we the little engine that could, honey. So we are like 270 subscribers away from 17K. So, we the little engine that could, honey. Little engine that could, child. Urban Bell Mag picked up the story with Nicole and Carlos. Thank you for everybody that supported the interview. I thank you for the comments. Again, a lot of really positive comments. I think that we all understand that Carlos made no promises to Nicole. And I think we all also understand that the term Messy Monday isn't necessarily the issue. The issue is that she sat down with this man and shared a lot of her ideas, shared a lot of her information with him. And again, I think we all understand that a consultation doesn't mean a promise. However, like she said, he could have just said, I'm not interested. He could have said, we're not moving in that direction. Like, there are a lot of things he could have said, but instead he left her hanging. And then she looks up, and a lot of the ideas that she shared with him, she now sees him utilizing on his YouTube platform. So I think the point wasn't word for word specific. He stole this, he stole that. I think it was just to say, hey, bruh, what happened? What's up? So especially since she paid a cute little coin, for the conversation. Hey, Jamil, what's going on? All right. y'all know. Listen, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. And I'm serious. I'm being so serious right now. This is something I would normally say in members only, but I just blurted it out by accident. But yeah, I cannot seem to get enough rest. And I'm like, I need to go to the doctor. I've tried vitamins. I've tried I don't want to say everything, but I've tried a lot. And I just cannot seem to get enough sleep, honey. I came home today and took a nap, and I am still sleepy. That's what I'm trying to wake myself up. Baby, I'm still sleepy. But we getting it together. Okay, let's get into it. Cajun, when you get here, the timestamp is 12 minutes and 57 seconds. Below YouTube, yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm a little nervous because I'm starting to feel like maybe it's more to it than just, me doing too much. You know what I mean? Because y'all know I was like, oh, I'm just doing too much. I'm just running myself, blah, blah, blah. But now I started to think maybe it's just more to it than that because I just can't seem to get my mojo. I'm thinking maybe I'm not getting good sleep. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the sleep I'm getting isn't good. I'm not in that good REM level. I don't know. Have I tried melatonin? I thought melatonin helps you fall asleep. Magnesium. I never tried magnesium. Okay. Perimenopausal? Is that what this might be? Oh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I think y'all just traumatized me. I need a minute. Ooh. Ooh. I think I just. Ooh. Ooh, I need a minute. Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready for that. Ooh, perimenopause. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I can't. I need you to know that like seriously hit me that really hit me. Y'all, that really hit me, y'all, for real. Wait a minute. I wasn't ready. How you just gonna throw that on me like that? Oh my gosh. Y'all didn't even talk nice to me first. Y'all just threw it on me. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh God. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, if you're not breathing right during sleep, you could be tired all day. I knew what you meant, magnesium. What's that other thing y'all say? I wash it. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hold on. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. I've seen that word before. Now, when you say you take it, is that a pill that you take? You know, the other thing I was thinking too, I said maybe I'm not getting enough is it D what is it, the vitamin D with like the sunlight. I said maybe because of the winter, coming out of winter, maybe I'm not getting enough vitamin D. Oh my gosh. You tried your first ashwagandha cookies. Who got cookies? Down to the Trader Joe's? That sounds like something Trader Joe's would sell. The Trader Joe's have it. You have the pills and the tea. Not perimenopausal or pregnancy. There's nothing in between. There's nothing in between perimenopausal and pregnancy. Hello? Because I can promise you it ain't pregnancy. Now, perimenopausal, I promise you it ain't that. They have pills. It come in various vitamin D. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Have a sleep study done. It could be sleep apnea. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was thinking maybe I'm just not getting good sleep. That's what I was thinking. But also I'm gonna tell you the truth too. I also have really, really bad sleeping habits that I'm trying to get better with. Take the gummies. Y'all always trying to give me a gummy. It could be pregnant. Let me tell you what it could never be. It could never be pregnancy. Let me tell y'all something. If it's pregnancy, we all about to be rich. What up, Don Don? The tribe is cussing me out over here, Don Don. The tribe is cussing me out. Don Don, get them. Yeah, I got some of these black girl vitamins. I've been doing them. I'm gonna tell you the truth, y'all. I have not been I haven't been consistent. I think maybe about a week or so ago I stopped. I forgot. Because I used to in the morning we get them together. B12 injections. You know what, Ina? I am going to look for someplace where I can get a B12 shot. I do want to try to find somewhere where I could try a B12 shot because baby, my tubes ain't just tied. I don't have the equipment. So, like I said, if I'm pregnant, the minute clinic got B12 shots, I ain't know that. Not time to find my Joseph. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. They only last for a day or two. If you pregnant, it's a trick to it. Not only am I not pregnant because I don't have the equipment, I ain't even been practicing. So miracles happen. Well, this would be one. I promise you that this will be a miracle. Child, hold on. Give me a quick second. I need a minute. I mean, I don't need a minute for real. I just got to go get my slippers because my feet are cold. Hold on real quick. Talking about some perimenopause. What's wrong with them? I thought the tribe loved me. They talking about some perimenopause. What kind of she's naive is that? Shoot. Perimenopause. Get on my nerves. All right, let's get into it for real, y'all. Sorry about that. My feet. I realized I didn't have my slippers on before I went live, but I thought I'd be all right. Yeah, Don. I told him that I might have to go. That I need to go to the doctor because I just haven't been able to get any good sleep. I said I don't know what it is. I just haven't been able to get good sleep. And C Golden, she said it first. Everybody else was like, get a vitamin, get a B12 shot, do this, do that, do this, do that. Here go C Golden. Oh, girl, you perimenopausal. What? What? Para who? And I love my C Golden. She one of my day ones. But baby, she just cussed me out, Don. Yes, I was really cussing y'all out. I knew y'all could hear me, Amber. I wanted y'all to hear me. Talking about something, we can hear you. I know. Hold on. Did somebody just send me something? Hold on. Oh, okay. No, my phone went off. I thought it was the cashier, the appy. Okay. You're perimenopausal. Well, y'all know the members. I'll keep y'all posted. That's normally something we talk about in members only. See what y'all be missing in the members. And I owe y'all a members only too because I was going to do it Sunday, and I didn't. I don't have no excuse. I just didn't. But we're gonna do a members only sometime before Tuesday. We're gonna do one. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Okay. Yeah, I know it's no joke. Child. They ought to cash out you for the trauma. They should. For the trauma y'all just caused. Listen, timestamp. Oh, Lord, we've been talking for 22 minutes. Cage gonna cuss me out. All right, before we get... All right, it's 22 minutes. All right, let's get into these things. Lord have mercy. All right, where do we want to start? Shout out to Candace Parker. Listen, shout out to the WNBA. Shout out to Candace Parker. And shout out to you guys. Listen, sometimes when things happen, you gotta catch it when it's on fire, and you have to maximize it. So what I have been seeing and hearing and reading, we had a conversation around the WNBA draft about money, salaries, and everybody was all up in arms. And we had a conversation down here with the tribe, and I explained to y'all, listen, it's just simple economics, right? When you make more money, you can spend more money and invest in your product, right? So the WNBA has literally been on life support for years. If the WNBA were not an affiliate of the NBA, the WNBA would have folded. They literally have been sustained by their affiliation with the NBA and money that the NBA can invest in the group. We talked about the fact that a lot of teams have gone bankrupt. Even the Houston Comets, which was the most successful WNBA franchise in the first 10 years of the WNBA, ended up going bankrupt and having to shut down, right? Well, the good news is that in the last month, what I have seen personally in the last month, I have seen where WNBA games are being sold out all over the country. I know here in DC, and I mean, granted, it's only certain areas, but guess what? The NBA was very much the same way. All it takes is a couple of marquee players and some great marketing, and you can flip the script, right? So when I say, what did I just do? What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. So with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and Cardoza and some of these other players that have gone into the league, along with some of the other players that have been carrying the league, we now see, I think in Atlanta, they have sold out their season tickets for the first time in forever. I think in Texas, I don't know if it's Dallas or Houston. I think it's Dallas. They've sold out their season tickets. I know here in DC, like I said, the Mystics play in a smaller. They don't play in the same arena where the Wizards play, but for certain games have sold out to the point where they've moved them to the bigger arena so they can sell more tickets. So I want to just say shout out to everybody. And let's just ride this wave. The one thing I want to say is a lot of people don't understand that the NBA, go back and do your sports history. The NBA was in trouble in the early 80s, late 70s. The NBA was in trouble. And all it took, I'm not going to say all it took, but one of the things that made a major turnaround for the NBA was some key marquee players in some key years. A lot of people don't understand Nike was on the verge of bankruptcy until they signed Michael Jordan, and the rest is, billionaire history, right? So, what we want to do, we want to take it one day at a time. I don't want people to start writing think pieces about the next 10 years of the WNBA and, well, what happens when people don't care about Angel Reese anymore? Listen, what we're going to do, we're going to take it this year. We're going to support these women, and we're going to take it next year. We're going to support those women, and we're going to take it next year, and we're just going to move forward from there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take it there. We're going to move forward. All right. But Candace Parker, for those who do not know, Candace Parker was she won, I think, 2 college championships at the University of Tennessee or Tennessee State under the tutelage of what's my girl, y'all? The coach of Tennessee, the Tennessee women's basketball coach. Oh, she passed away a few years ago. She had Alzheimer's. Oh, what's my girl? I used to love her too. She was a little spitfire. And then Pat Summitt, thank you, Space Cash, thank you, Pat Summitt. Then she went on to have a remarkable career in the NBA. Well, she retired. She also does commentary and everything else for college basketball. So she retired. Last week, she announced her retirement right at the beginning of the WNBA season. And yesterday, she was named the new president. Hold on. I want to get her title correct. Hold on, y'all. Let's get the title right. Let's get the title right. Child, let's get the title right. If I can find it. She's the president of Adidas Women's Basketball. So shout out to you, Candace Parker. Good luck to you, and we support that. Also found out Angel Reese signed her shoe deal with Reebok. She said that she wanted to go with Reebok because Reebok did not have the female athletes, the marquee female athletes. So, and she's going to be creating. They gave her a lot of license for her creativity over there at Reebok. So, again, you guys, shout out to what is happening to the movement. I'm not going to tell y'all to go out and buy Adidas or go out and buy Reebok, but if you are in the business of buying shoes, check the ladies out. That's all I'm going to say. Support them and check them out. But shout out to you, Candace. I was here for it. Where do we go next? Where do we want to go next? Well, let's stay with sports. I was going to say Lisa Leslie. See, I got the WNBA on my mind, child. I was going to say Lisa Leslie. Not Lisa Leslie. Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones has secured an official job as a commentator for the Olympics, for this year's Olympics. Now, I am an Olympics junkie. Do people even wear Reebok anymore? Well, Cardi just dropped the whole Reebok line. I think she had 2 Reebok lines and they sold out. I don't think that Reebok is a marquee shoe like it used to be. However, like I was saying about Nike almost went out of business before they signed Michael Jordan. So again, one person, one thing can switch it around. I think that that's going to be a successful partnership. Angel, not only does Angel Reese have a really, really big fan base, but she also has a fashion sense, right? She's monetized on her social media, and she brands send her things that she does get ready with me's with different brands that she highlights and stuff like that. So she is I'm not gonna say she's a fashion person. I'm not gonna put her on like couture or anything, but I definitely will put her in like the urban wear, realm. So if Angel Reese comes out with a new shoe, do I think that the Bayou Barbie fans and all of that are gonna buy it? Yeah, they're gonna buy it. But yeah, so for those of you like me, I am a Olympics junkie. I love the Olympics. And I love the fact that when the Olympics happen, I generally am not at work so that I can enjoy all that the Olympics offer. Usually, I know for the last 2, and I'm Summer Olympics. I'll watch the Winter Olympics, but I'm not addicted to the Winter Olympics. Baby, I'm addicted to the Summer Olympics. Let me tell y'all now. At the end of July, going into early August, I don't know how much content y'all gonna get if it ain't about the Olympics. Because when I tell you that is what I do damn near 24/7, especially now that NBC has all of these sister channels where you can watch it all day long. Baby, when I tell you that last Summer Olympics, my DVR was full because like whatever their backup channel. What up, man? What up, Mims? I'm a Casamigos gourmet cupcake and online casino junkie. You are. He ain't lying. I be on the phone with Mims and Mims be talking about them cookies, cupcakes. Now I don't know about the Casamigos so much. But anyway, hey boo. I was thinking about you this morning too. I started to call you. Anyway, but I am a Olympics junkie, and like I said, the last 2 Summer Olympics, NBC had like 3 other like sister channels. I'm sure they're under the NBC Universal umbrella, and literally it was just all day long. And it would run for like 8 hours at a time. So I just set it in my DVR for all 3 of those channels. And sometimes it was overlap. Like sometimes it was the same stuff. You'd be like, oh, I already watched this. But that's okay. Baby, I don't feel like I missed much. Now, sometimes it was stuff that I did. There are very few Summer Olympic sports that I won't watch. I'm sorry, y'all, for the soccer fans. I can't get into soccer. I just fast forward through soccer. I can't do it. I can't get into soccer. I have tried. I just can't do it. It just does not excite me. It's definitely gonna be on Peacock. Yes, definitely gonna be on Peacock. Or like you said, it was on Peacock. But I look at everything. Child, I be looking at the discus. I look at fencing. I look at what was really doing while thinking about me. Don't you wish you knew? Of course, gymnastics and track and field. I love volleyball. I'm a volleyball fan. You know, I used to coach volleyball. So I love watching men's and women volleyball. Of course, the basketball and the track and field and all of that. But I mean, baby, I look at the trampoline competitions. Okay. One of my favorite events at the Olympics is synchronized swimming. Baby, even the bad teams look good. You know what I'm saying? Synchronized swimming, I love it. So anyway, let me get back to Lisa Leslie. Dang it. Leslie Jones. I keep saying Lisa Leslie. So Leslie Jones, a couple of Olympics ago, wasn't the last Summer Olympics. It was the Summer Olympics before that. She was just doing her own commentating on her Instagram. If you follow Lisa, she does a lot of, like, she'll do live reaction to movies that she's watching. She did Lord of the Rings every week. I remember she did a Lord of the Rings every week when it was still out, a reaction and stuff like that. So she started doing her own live commentating of the Olympics to the point where NBC flew her out, because that was when it was in Brazil, I believe. Was that the Olympics before last? Not me, Venus, and Molly from Insecure, the last. What are you talking about, Mims? What virgins? I don't even know who you're talking about. I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay. So NBC flew her out. And basically she started, doing like live reporting and stuff. So I love to see that she's gonna be officially a part of the team. Oh yeah, definitely swimming, beach volleyball. I like indoor volleyball and beach volleyball. I don't know what Mims is talking about. Who is Molly? I don't know who these people are. I don't even know what you're talking about. But thank you for the super chat. How about that? Thank you for the super chat. I don't know what he's talking about, but thank you, boo. Kevin Hart is gonna be back, but Snoop isn't. Kevin Hart is gonna be with Kel from Kenan and Kel. I mean Kenan. Because I said the same thing. Because now that was hilarious. I know a lot of people don't think that Kevin Hart is funny, but baby, Kevin Hart and Snoop, when they were doing their Olympic, baby. Now I don't know why Snoop ain't coming back. But I saw where it was officially announced that it'll be Kevin Hart and Kenan Thomas. Oh, but if it was the 3 of them together, if it was Snoop, Leslie, and Kevin, bitch. The horse crip walking segment, baby. I still watch that because it's on TikTok. And every once in a while, it'll come up in my TikTok feed, and I watch it just like I've never seen it before. I watch it every time it comes up like I've never seen it before. Baby, it was hilarious. Have you ever seen when Snoop is doing Animal Kingdom? That's funny, too. Snoop, I don't know what he was doing it for. I don't know who asked him to do it. But there's some clips of Snoop doing watching Animal Kingdom. Baby, that's some funny shit, too. I live for the ignorant ass commentary and the drama of the Olympics. It's always something I into. Yeah, I do. I love the Olympics. I do. I really, really love the Olympics. There's always some stories to tell. Of course, I hate seeing the heartbreak stories. But I just love the stories. I love the stories, child. Yeah, when Michael Phelps called out Kevin about his fins. Yes, child. Yes. Okay. And for all the people who was mad about Sha'Carri getting expelled from the Olympics, she's back. And not only is she back, but she actually did she debuted the Olympic uniforms, which I think are ugly, but she has been highlighted in the advertisement and everything else. She's been highlighted. What up, St. James? Hey, boo. Baby St. James is heading to Sweden, honey. I saw it. Headed on over to Sweden. I saw you. Okay. Well, since we're talking about sports, let's just stay with sports. So Shaunie O'Neal has released her book. And in the book, she said that I don't know who the designer was this year. Ralph Lauren is probably still around. I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know. I wanted to go to California. I wanted to go to Paris to go to the Olympics, but that thing was so ridiculous. I mean, it was so expensive. It was ridiculous. Like I just don't have that kind of money. Like maybe when it's here again, the next Summer Olympics, I think is in LA. Maybe I can afford that because at least like it'll be domestic. Maybe I could afford that. I know people who live in LA, so maybe I don't have to worry about a hotel. You know what I mean? Like I may be able to make that happen. But baby, Paris, just getting there and boarding was just a lot. When we looked into, and then it was like a lottery. You had to sign up, and then there was like you had to give them like your top events that you wanted to go to, but there was no guarantee you were going to get tickets for those events. And then once if you did get picked, you only had like a certain window to be able to pay for the tickets. It was a lot. I was like, and this was like a year ago that we were doing all of this. I think it was last summer. It was me, my cousin, and one of my cousin's friends. We were thinking about going, and it just got to be a lot. Like the tickets, I mean, even for the tickets for the track and field events, for just the preliminary events were in the thousands. And that was just like for the preliminary events were in the thousands. I said, hell, well, how much are the shot put? How much are the fencing? How much out of the archery? Shit, I go to see archery. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much is it to go see the archery events? Shit. Anyway, so you went to the 1984 track and field. Oh wow. Did you see? So you saw Carl Lewis. He was at the 84 Olympics. Okay. Yes, Aunt Didi. So Shaunie, first of all, I'm just not sure who wanted. I mean, I'm not sure what. Speaking of which, I have an unboxing. I'm just not sure who the book is for. I don't know who wants to read it. I don't know who cares about what's in it. Mims, are you gonna read the book? You know, Mims will read the book to his people. Mims, you gonna do a book club for the book? Oh, it's definitely cheaper to just have an Olympic party, honey. But it's just something that's on my bucket list. Like I want to go to the Olympics. So Shaunie wrote in her book, and I haven't read it for myself. Y'all know how they take these clips. Oh, Auntie Didi, you live in California? Oh, girl, can I rent out your room? If I come, can I rent out a room? Mm-hmm. Sure will. That's on the list of things we didn't ask for because I know I didn't see it it wasn't on my bingo card. I mean, I know I didn't want to see it. I know I didn't care to see it. But she said in the book that she doesn't know if she ever really loved Shaquille O'Neal. More or less, she didn't know she loved him or loved the idea of building a family with him. Me and my friends went down to Atlanta, but I wouldn't call that going to the Olympics. Like, not like I would do it today. And I thank God I wasn't there when the bombing happened. I wasn't there. But we went to Atlanta. We went to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't call that going to the Olympics, though. There's my remedy. Read her book and give myself some good rest, child. So here's what I'm going to say. There are two ways you can take what she said. Again, it's taken out of context because y'all know how they do. These people, they try to get you to buy the book. So they give you the most salacious. They want you to, oh, what? She said what? Right. So you can read that two ways. You can either read it as, we were young. I didn't understand what love was. I thought I loved him at the time, but I realize now, in hindsight, after finding my soulmate, after going through all the things we went through, it wasn't really love, right? Like, that is something that, if that's what she says in the book, okay, girl, okay, all right. The other way I'm looking at it is, okay, you weren't in love with Shaq. You were in love with Shaq's bank account. I mean, you weren't in love with Shaq. You were in love with his bank account. Now, to Shaq's credit, he said, listen, girl, I get it. Because Shaq has said that he was a horrible husband. He admitted that he cheated on her. He admitted that he wasn't home a lot. Even when he wasn't on the road, he wasn't home a lot. He wasn't a very attentive husband, and probably wasn't a very attentive father when the kids were younger. So I can respect the fact that Shaq was very gracious and said, listen, I was a horrible husband, so I can't even be mad at you. I probably wasn't really, and he probably was thinking, girl, I probably wasn't in love with you either. Exactly. And that's how I think she meant it. I know a lot of people don't like Shaunie, but I honestly feel like that's how she meant it. In Love Black. That's really how I took what she said. I really, really took it as, look, I was young and dumb. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand what love really was. I think a lot of people look back on their first relationship, their first husband, their first love, their first wife, and realize, that's not what I would call love. You know what I mean? Like, we loved each other. We had some really, really good times together. We created this beautiful family. But when I look back on that and I see where I am now, I realize that wasn't that type of love. You understand what I'm saying? I really think that's what she meant. And I bet you for the 5 people who are going to read the book, they're going to say that's what she said. Because I'm not going to read it. I have no interest. Get somebody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? You say I agree, but I'm not telling the world. Well, here's the thing. Here's the catch-22, right? Here's the catch-22. When you agree to write a memoir, right? As somebody who loves biographies and autobiographies, yes, Don. As somebody who loves biographies and autobiographies, I'm gonna be honest and tell you guys, and maybe it's just me being nosy. I do not like the powder puff biographies. I don't like reading a biography from somebody that I could have gotten by Googling them. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what I want. If you are going to agree, that's like, it's kind of the same thing as a reality show. If you are going to agree to do a reality show, then what you are agreeing to is allowing me to see your reality. If you agree, because here's the thing, nobody's making you write a memoir. I promise you, nobody begged her to write this book. Nobody beat that woman's door down and said, please, 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 oh, please. Nobody. So when you decide, listen, I'm going to tell my story, I think you do us a disservice by not giving us something. And I know that might sound bad. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you got to tell all your deepest, darkest secrets. But if I can Google it and get everything, Hold on, y'all. Somebody just said something in the chat that reminded me. I told you I have an unboxing. Hold on. Let me go get it. It just came today. It just came in the mail today. So, I hope this is what I think it is. I really haven't been ordering too much stuff lately, so I'm pretty certain this is what that this is what I think it is because the way it's packaged. So this came in the mail today. When I got home, it was on my front step, and I said, "Oh, I have to do an unboxing for my people." So we're opening it up together. Hey, Belize, how you doing, boo? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are well. So we are unboxing this together. Because I think it is. It's exactly what I thought it was. It's Whoopi. It's Whoopi. No, it's not another bag. And it's supposed to be signed. Hold on now. Better be signed. Yep, it's signed. It's signed. It's signed. So I can't wait to dig into this. I do not have time to start reading this right now. I honestly do not. It's the end of the year. It's a lot of stuff going on at the end of the year. Graduation, all that kind of testing and all of that. So I really don't have time, but I'm gonna take it with me next week. I'm catching a flight, so I'm gonna take it with me next week, and all of that. So this book is about her and her relationship with her mother, her brother, the grief of losing them, and all of that. Some of it, again, she talked about her cocaine addiction and things of that nature. And that's what I mean. Again, Whoopi is a very private person. Whoopi tells us what she wants us to know. So I'm not saying she has to tell every little bit, but she's been very candid about her life experiences in context. Like, she doesn't come out here and just tell her business just to tell it, but she tells it in context. I'm pretty certain that when I read through the book, I'm pretty certain that her cocaine addiction is somehow related to what she's talking about in this book. Okay. I'm not going to get any sleep unless I put that book away. No, I'm not going to start reading it. I already know. Like, I know right now I don't. Because you're right. If I sit down tonight and start reading it, I will be up till 2, 3 in the morning reading this book. So I do have self-control when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know what I don't have self-control about at night when I'm trying to get something done? You know. Have I thought about starting a book club in Fable? What's Fable, an app? What is that? The answer is no, because I don't know what Fable is, but is it an app or something? What is it? You have her audiobook. Well, is it her voice, Tracy? Is it her? Now I might get it on audiobook so I can listen to it. Now, if I listen to it, I'll probably be done with it in a couple of days. I love her storytelling. Is it her? Is she doing her own book? It's an app. Yeah, I don't know anything about Fable. So the answer is no, but I can look into see what it is. If it doesn't entail me having to do a whole lot of work. So shopping, purses, shoes. What you writing, Tracy? What that mean? Shopping, purses, shoes. I haven't been doing any of that lately. Honestly, I haven't. Y'all know, look, my members know what's been going on with me. If y'all notice, I ain't been doing nothing lately. I honestly haven't. I haven't even started buying my stuff. I think this weekend I am, but I haven't even started buying my stuff for the trip. I haven't bought anything lately. I haven't done any shopping lately. I haven't been doing anything lately. And the last purse I bought was the Kurt Geiger purse that I bought. What was that? 2 months ago I bought that. She probably did narrate it. Okay, so there's that, you guys. Oh, stuff that I don't have self-control over. I do have self-control over that. I have control over that. I do. Sometimes, let me say sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. What up, another round? Hey, boo. All right. So, TikTok said they suing the government. They said, listen, y'all don't have no good right to say that we need to sell our company or risk being banned in the United States. Y'all don't have no reason. Y'all don't have no rhyme or reason. Now, I haven't read through the court case. But I'm not surprised that this is happening. And the one thing that we have learned from following these court cases over at the law offices of hood and ghetto is that these things will prolong. Child, you know YouTube be on that bull hockey. You know YouTube be on that bull hockey. Well, child, I guess I'm talking too slow today, child. The people done left. I was up to 200 and something. I'm back down to 178. I guess the people don't care about Whoopi. It's all good, though. We chilling today. We chilling today. I haven't lost my train of thought. Thinking, TikTok. So this will probably prolong the forced sale of TikTok because now it has to go through the court. So whereas I think they had 90 days to sell it or it was going to be banned, this will probably prolong that process. This will probably prolong the process. So let me tell you what YouTube did to me. Remember I told y'all, you never heard of Kurt Geiger until last month? Yes, honey, I like me some Kurt Geiger. I got the jean one, the jean like little clutch. Well, denim. I'm sorry, denim. But and I have two Kurt Geigers. I have one that's a dressy one like a clutch, a small clutch for dressy occasions, and then I have the denim one. Oh, you think it's YouTube? It might be YouTube. YouTube be on it. But let me tell you, so I looked up today. Y'all know I have 3 YouTube channels, right? So I've been trying to toggle between the 3 and do a better job of keeping up with like the comments and all that other stuff. So I went to go look at a YouTuber who I'm a member on this person's channel. I'm not just subscribed to them. I am a member. Why they say I wasn't subscribed? So I was like, oh, I must be still under one of my other YouTube aliases and I haven't, because I have the ReallyBTV reviews and then all that. So I was like, well, maybe that's what I said, well, maybe that's what it is. No, I was under ReallyBTV. I said, so how am I YouTube, how am I a member on this person's channel, but I'm unsubscribed? How sway? YouTube. You done unsubscribe me from the person's channel and I'm a whole member. YouTube, y'all playing crackhead games. Porsha say she won $50,000 in divorce fees from Simon. Listen. Porsha. First of all, I already have no sympathy for you as it relates to this situation. Because I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care what stank anybody put on it. You stole that lady husband. That's my opinion. That's how I feel, and my opinion ain't changing, okay? You stole that lady husband. You walked in that door with your eyes wide open. You knew what you was getting, but you just saw the money at the end of that rainbow, and you thought life was going to be good, okay? Now, for whatever reason, you no longer want to be married to this man. I really don't know what the real story is, but for whatever reason, you don't want to be married to this man. Now, so you go out and you file for divorce. You filed for divorce, and now he got paid for the divorce attorney. Now listen, as if I were a divorce attorney, I ain't saying she wrong for asking for it. Let's be clear, baby. That they say you have not because you ask not. Okay, you have not because you ask not. So I'm not even mad if she asking for that. Okay, I mean, I just think that's crazy as hell. Katrina said, you can't steal what's truly yours unless they want it to be stolen. Mm. Mm. All right. Where else we want to go with this? Drake's security guard was shot yesterday. Now here's the downside to rap beef, right? Here's when people take stuff and they make it real. We were all having a good time and laughing and joking about the Kendrick and the Drake, whether you was on Kendrick's side or Drake's side. Me personally, I still don't even understand why they mad at each other. And I don't care. I was enjoying the moment. I was enjoying the battle. I was here for it. Okay. I personally am a Kendrick fan, so in my mind, Kendrick won. Okay. In my mind, Kendrick won. Okay. But this is where people be going too far. And I lived through this, you guys. And I said this the other day. When we talked about it the other day, that was the last thing I said was, I hope that we can keep this, on wax and it doesn't spill over like the East Coast or West Coast rap battle that I went through where people ended up dead, right? And I'm going to reiterate that. I don't know all of the details because I honestly have not followed up with it. So I don't know all of the details. But what I do know is, what we can't do is take this rap beef and take it beyond. Because at the end of the day, let's just call a thing a thing. Baby, it's two millionaires rapping at each other and telling each other's business. Let's be clear. They ain't losing no sleep. They ain't losing no money. Okay? These are $2 million. Matter of fact, not only are they not losing no sleep or losing no money, Kendrick, his streaming, Kendrick, it ain't got so good to Kendrick. He lifted the copyright. So for the YouTubers that did reaction videos, they can make their money off their video. Because on YouTube, if you use copywritten music, they pay the copyright first before you get paid off of a video. So a lot of these YouTubers that do these live reactions, if they don't know how to edit it just right and cut it up just right, they'll get a copyright strike. And I saw a lot of these reaction videos were getting hundreds of thousands of views, but these YouTubers weren't making money off of it. Kendrick has lifted the copyright claim. So, like, I could do a reaction now if I wanted to, right? And make my money off of the video. So, like, that's how you know it done got good to him. So, you guys, please, let's keep it where it belongs. Okay, we got two millionaires fighting. Right. It's rich people problems. Let's not go out here and create a permanent situation. Because let's be clear, unless Kendrick sent you, Kendrick is not going to pay your lawyer fees. Kendrick ain't going to put no money on your books. Now, whoever that is, I think somebody did get arrested. Now you out here dealing with actual charges. Like, you looking at jail time. Abby, you still here, boo? And if Abby is here, I need you to consult the list. I need you to find the list, Abby. If you are still here, I need you to find the list, okay? I don't know if Abby is still here. Sometimes Abby be in and out. Abby, if you still here, boo, I need you to go. I need you to go reference the list. I'm gonna give her a minute. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to somewhere else, and then we're gonna come back around, okay? We're gonna go to somewhere else and we're gonna come back out. I need her to consult the list. Let's do a shit we did not ask for. So for those who are new here, it's 197 of you guys in the chat. If you're new here, first of all, hit that subscribe button. Okay. Okay. Second of all, if you are new here, we play a little game here called shit we did not ask for. Okay. Most of the time it's food or items of that nature. Sometimes it's TV shows or songs or records. It's reboots. It's things of that nature. And sometimes it's things we just plain out did not ask for. Now, my members have their own emojis, okay? They have emojis. You guys drop your emojis for it's a yes, it's a no, it's a hell no. But if you are new here or you are not a member, you can still play the game. I'm getting ready to tell you something. You're going to put a 1 in the chat if it's a yes. Yes, I asked for that. I like that. I want that. It's a no if you did not ask for it. If it's not something you want, if it's not something you asked for. And it's a 3 if it is a hell no. Now, for this particular one, for me, this is a hell yes. Okay? For me, this is a hell yes. But I don't want to sway anybody's vote. I should have waited and not said nothing because I guess I already did. Abby must not be here. Abby, you here, girl? Okay, Abby must not be here. We're gonna have to consult. We're gonna still talk about it, but we just gotta consult the list. Okay. They said that hey Winter. What's up, y'all? I mean, what's up, Winter? Winter Womanland. Yes, honey. That's what I was talking about. YouTube unsubscribed me from Winter, but I was still a member on her channel. I said, now, how sway? Because Winter was having a good conversation earlier today. Winter be having some good topics over there, y'all. She be having some good topics because I came in towards the end. Well, I think maybe towards the middle end. But she had a good conversation going today. Y'all, can I say, I think she was talking about Shaunie O'Neal today as well. So this is something that I would be here for. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie are set to come back to reality TV. Now, I do not think it's going to be a reboot of the Surreal Life. Like, there's no way they could sell that today. But I would be here for a Nicole Richie, Paris Hilton reality show. I would be here for it. Can I tell you, I think that Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie do not get, when we talk about the early years of reality TV, I think they do not get their accolades. They should really be on the Mount Rushmore. I'm seeing a lot of no's. Y'all don't want it? Listen, I love me some, and really it was more Nicole Richie than it was Paris Hilton. But I was here for all of it. When I tell you I love it. And then Nicole Richie did a reality show a few years ago on, I want to say like VH1 or something, which was more centered around her and her friends and her being a mom and a wife. Her husband wasn't on the show, but her kids made cameos, but it was really more about her running her business. I don't think people understand how successful of a businesswoman Nicole Richie has become. I loved Nicole Richie. And again, when we talk about the, see, now I'm about to go left. When we talk about the early years of reality TV, this is when people were real, right? When you go back and you look at the first season of The Surreal World or whatever the name of their show was, I think at the beginning, like the premise of their show was that they would go out and do real things. Baby, the way Nicole Richie used to troll them people, it was hilarious to me, the way they used to troll those people. Right, The Simple Life, that's what it was called. It was called The Simple Life. But when we look back on the early years of reality TV and we look at the reality of reality TV, baby, these people was being real. These people were being real. Nicole Richie, at the time that they were filming that first, I want to say that first and second season, she was straight up on drugs. And that's not a good thing, y'all. But what I'm saying is we saw it, right? We saw it. I remember she got sober and then she came back and she was just as freaking funny, right? She was just as funny. And even the reality show she did a few years ago, she is fucking hilarious, right? The Bobby and Whitney, listen, being Bobby Brown, for the train wreck that it was real. It was real, right? Even when I look back on the Osbournes, now I know we don't really F with the Osbournes these days, but baby, I used to love the Osbournes. When I tell you I used to absolutely love the damn Osbournes, they were, when I tell you I never knew, listen, can I tell y'all something? I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. I need y'all to listen to me real good. I'm about to tell y'all the secret. The Osbournes were a culture shock for me. I had never in my life, and I do mean never in my life, seen kids not just cuss around their parents, but cuss at their parents. I never seen that in my life. Baby, I think I was so caught up on the Osbournes because I just couldn't get over it. Kelly used to cuss her mama out. Kelly used to call her mama all kinds of bitches. Baby, I was just sitting here like, why are they not dead? So for me, It was really like a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Ozzy, couldn't understand shit that man said, but he was the funniest one on the show. I remember one episode, he had gotten addicted to burritos. This was before Chipotle. He was addicted to, was it Baja Fresh? I think it was Baja Fresh. Baby, he got addicted to Baja Fresh. And they were trying to stop him from getting burritos. And it got to the point where they would not take him. Nobody would drive him. None of his assistants, none of the kids. And one day he got mad because he wanted a fucking burrito. And he got in one of them cars and he drove himself down to the Baja Fresh. And they couldn't understand. He was trying to order that burrito. And they didn't understand shit he was saying. He was so mad because he was already mad because he wanted a burrito and he couldn't get one. So he drove himself down to the Baja Fresh to get himself a burrito, baby, and they could not understand him. Baby, when I tell you I died. Listen, I love British television, so the Osbournes are right in my alley. You know what, Winter? They had a British version of Law & Order. I don't know. Did anybody ever see the British version of Law & Order? It used to come on the BBC. I like the BBC. I watch the BBC. If you want to get real news, baby, watch BBC. They're going to give you the real news, okay? But I was so shocked when I first saw, because I used to watch it. I don't think it come on anymore, but I used to watch the Law & Order, the BBC, on the BBC. Baby, they used to be naked and they used real curse words. I said, what is this? What did they do? But it was good, though. It was good. But, baby, that thing was hilarious to me. They did not understand a word that man said. He was so mad. Ooh, he got so mad. He finally just ended up driving around to the window. And once he drove around to the window, people knew how to help him. Yes, St. James. Anna Nicole's reality show. See, that was when people were real for real. Like, people were real for real, right? I remember, I think one of the last episodes of the Osbournes, one of the very last episodes, they were trying to get Kelly to go to rehab. And it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny, but it was real. And I remember they were trying to get her to go to rehab and she would not go to rehab. And I remember one of the very last episodes of the Ozzy Osbourne show was them literally physically picking Kelly up and physically putting her in a van to take her to rehab. I remember that. I was like, see, this was real reality TV, y'all. Somebody said Run's house. Let me tell you something. Run's house was real, but it was contrived real, but it was with a message, right? So what I mean by that is it really was him and his family. He really was letting you guys know what was going on. Like when JoJo got arrested for drugs, they let it play out. When they had the miscarriage, they let it play out. So it was real. It was real. Was that the episode after the So Much Real? Yeah, it was around that time, Gabby. I just remember that was one of the last episodes that I remember. And then the show never came back. Well, at least I don't remember the show came back. But let me tell you, the first episode of Run's House, I knew this was going to be different, but I loved it. I loved Run's House, but I knew there was a message to it, right? Like I told you guys about Holly Robinson Pete's reality show. I loved her reality show. I loved Kim Whitley's reality show. I loved Shanice and Flex. I love the family stuff. Like, I like the junk. Y'all know I love the trash, but I really do like the family shows too. Erica Campbell and Warren Campbell, when they did their own reality show, not the Mary Marys. That's an example. You know what, St. James? There you go being shady. Not starring Prophet Joy. The Mary Mary show was a perfect example of everybody shouldn't do reality TV. Kelly, what her name? She was a friend of mine. Kelly, what her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Kelly. The lady we was looking for during the COVID. What her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. She, now I can't do British humor. Kelly Price, thank you. I don't get British humor. British humor, I can't do, but British humor don't do it for me. But Kelly Price absolutely should not be doing. She should never do reality TV ever again. And the other Mary, she, nah, she good. But Erica is good TV. Warren is good TV, and their reality show with their kids was cute. But Reverend Run, the first episode that I remember, it may not be the very first episode, but the first episode I remember, Angela was graduating from high school. The oldest daughter was had already graduated. Angela wanted to have a graduation party. Angela was planning this, my Sweet 16 type. She wanted DJ Matt, was it Flex? She wanted Flex to be her DJ for her party. She wanted to have this big, she wanted to have this big celebrity, star-studded celebrity event. Ron was like, yeah, we ain't doing that. And I remember the episode being about him telling her, look, we have this beautiful house. He said, we can have a party here. I'll get it. He said, I think he even DJ'd it himself. He said, I'll DJ it. We'll get the deck. Because she was trying to have like these whole elaborate decorations and everything. He said, He gave her like a budget to go down to the party store. It was crazy, but I'm sure it was exaggerated for the purposes of the story, right? But he ended up putting a stage over the pool. So a dance floor over the pool. So that wasn't cheap, right? That wasn't cheap. He DJ'd it himself. I mean, it's still Reverend Run DJing your damn party. She invited all of her friends and everything. And it was a great party. It was a great party. And I remember at the end, they were sitting at the breakfast table at the day after the party. And he was like, so did you have a good time? She was like, yeah, it was dope, Dad. Blah, blah, blah. I had so much fun. He was like, so he said, you think that was more fun than the party you wanted to have? And she was like, yeah, it probably was. Cause it was one of those. So did you appreciate it? Did you really like it? He said, okay. He said, well, I want you to go. I want you to come with me for a second. And she was like, what, Dad? What? What, Dad? He was like, come here. I want to show you something. And he took her out front. And there was a candy apple red Mercedes, whatever class, whatever, right? Brand new, probably right off the showroom floor. He gave her the keys. And he told her, he said, see, you wanted to spend what this car cost for a party. But instead, we had a party. You had a good time. And now the money that I would have spent on a one night of a memory, here you go. And I was like, okay, this is different, but there's a message in it. And I really enjoyed Ron's house. I did. I enjoyed Ron's house. But yeah, but I told you I was a Real World. I didn't start with season 1. I started Real World season 2. But yeah, I don't get British humor. But I'm not. I don't know. Anyway, him and Russell were always instilling business values in them kids. Yeah, and I remember when Diggy wanted to buy new clothes for church, right? He didn't want to go to church. Not Diggy, Russie. He didn't want to go to church because he ain't had no clothes. He didn't like his clothes, right? But again, they even made that a whole lesson in it. So I was here for it. Angela's mom is his first wife, not Justine. I know that. The first three, the oldest three kids. Angela, JoJo, and Vanessa. Yeah, they have different. They have his first wife. Well, that's when the show ended. The last season of Ron's house that I remember, I think they tried to reboot it. I think, but I don't know. But the last episode the last season I remember was when they had the miscarriage, and they filmed it. They said, "Listen, this is our world. This really happened." And then they ended up adopting the daughter that they have, their youngest. They ended up adopting her. I'm a Real World stan. I love the Real World. I told y'all I auditioned for the Real World, child. I sure did. I auditioned for the Real World with my borrowed camcorder. Didn't I tell y'all that story? Child, I was in college, and you had to part of the audition was you had to videotape. You had to do a videotape audition. Well, I didn't have a camcorder. But I worked at Walmart. I worked at Walmart. So baby, I bought that. I remember I bought that. I bought the camcorder. I put it on layaway, I think. And I bought it. It took me a minute. I don't remember how I did that. Because I know the audition tape had to be turned in. But what I do remember was how I might have took my rent money. Whatever I did, I bought it. And I'm sure that the price of it back then ain't nothing what it is today. You know, like it probably was maybe $300, but back then I was a poor college student. $300. I told y'all the rent in my first apartment well, I only paid half of my rent, but the rent of my first apartment was like, what did I tell y'all, $700, $750, something like that. So if the camcorder was $400, that was half my rent. But I remember I made that tape and I took that daggone camcorder back. I sure did. I remember that. I sure do. I sure remember I did that. I sure did get that camcorder, make that tape, and took the thing back. Ooh, child. Anyway, y'all always be making me go left. We done went down memory lane. But I want to see whatever this new reality show is gonna be with, because I love Nicole Richie. Paris, I could do without Paris, child. But I definitely love me some Nicole Richie. Okay, all right. Where we want to go next, y'all? Do y'all care what I think about DJ Vlad? Do y'all even care about what I think about DJ Vlad? Oh, y'all know I love me some Big Brother. Big Brother is coming back. Y'all know it's coming back soon. Yeah, honey, I made that little tape and sent it right back. I sure did. Sure did. Let me know if y'all care about what I think about DJ Vlad. I've been telling y'all about DJ Vlad for a long time. I've been telling y'all, nope, okay. Quake said nope. Quake said no. I think we all think the same thing. Okay. Not a prophet said the baby will live. You know what? Went to St. James is shady. Went to St. James is shady. I done already told y'all the whole DJ Vlad thing. I'm just not understanding why, what, when, where, and how. He did come down here and apologize because that shit didn't go the way he thought it was going to go. It did not go the way he thought it was going to go. Okay. Don't do Paris like that. I named my 19-year-old after her in the show. Child, I still remember now. You want to talk about somebody that made sex tapes viable, baby. Pamela Anderson and Paris Hilton, them the first two people I think about. I know a lot of people think about the Kim Kardashians of the world, but baby, Kim followed the blueprint. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was so funny. I wish, tag on it. I should have saved it. There was a clip of DJ Vlad talking to, damn it, it was on TikTok. Who was he talking to? It wasn't DJ Quick. It was it Lord Tariq? Dang on it. I'm mad at myself. I should have sent it to myself. I should have saved it. But it was on TikTok, but it was a clip and it was hilarious, right? It was a recent clip because they were talking about Beyonce and Cowboy Carter. Let me see here. I don't want to take up time looking for it. But it was a rapper. I can't remember who the rapper was. I want to say, I feel like it was like, it was one of the, it was an old school rapper. It wasn't somebody like out today, I don't believe. But they were asking him, like, did he understand why people were upset about Beyonce doing country, right? He was just kind of like, He said, well, let me give you an example. He said, what if there was a white rapper who came in and they always made pop music. They always made, pop music. They were never really doing rap. And all of a sudden, one day they just dropped a rap album and they started wearing do-rags and baggy pants. And then, they started winning awards. How would you feel? He said, the rapper responded, he said, you just described Post Malone. Baby, DJ Vlad couldn't say shit. Couldn't say shit. Oh, y'all already know how I feel about Mob Wives, baby. I love me some Mob Wives. You were listening to the radio, they were talking about Drake and Kendrick beef, and they say Stephen A should stick to sports and not discuss hip-hop. I don't care what Stephen A talks about personally, so. I don't care. I told y'all before, I don't care. Listen, I don't care. I don't care if Beyonce wants to come out and do a Riverdance album. I don't care. It doesn't offend me. It doesn't bother me. I wouldn't care if Reba McEntire decided to make an R&B album. I wouldn't care. I don't. You know why I wouldn't care? Because people can make whatever they want to make. We make things viable when we consume it. Do you understand? The fact that we as consumers, we buy it, what we're telling them is it's okay. So if Winona Judd want to come out here and do a neo soul album, I wouldn't give a damn. Y'all, if they gonna buy it, I don't care. Like, for me, I know people might want me to care, but for me, I just don't. I don't care. Because I think that, and maybe because I just love music, and I listen to all kinds of music, and I don't necessarily put people in a box or in a genre. I just don't care. Now, if I feel like I'm being patronized, then I care. If I feel like that somebody is trying to make a mockery, then I care. But if I think that somebody is making, they like it and they're making a sincere effort, and this is just where the music moved them in that moment in their career, I don't care. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And that's just me. And y'all know I'm not even a Beyonce fan, but I don't care. I don't, you know. Now, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because see, I'm gonna go too far, and then y'all gonna be like, "See, Really B, you ain't have to go too far." But yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Like I told you guys, I listen to different types of music based on my mood, based on what I'm going through, based on what I need. Like it just depends on where I am. When I wake up in the morning, I try to start my day with gospel. Am I the biggest gospel fan? No, I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all no lies. No. I probably know the mainstream gospel songs that get played. I like it. I buy it. I keep it moving. I do not know a lot, but I know that in the morning, that's what I want to put in my head. I know in the morning, that is where I want to start, right? I told you guys that when the Grammys rolled around and Tracy Chapman was on stage with that guy. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't remember his name. I told you I sat here and I literally was in tears. And that is no bullshit. I was literally, tears were rolling down my eyes because Tracy Chapman, for me, I love Tracy Chapman. I have been a Tracy Chapman fan since Fast Car. I have bought all of her albums, right? I have followed her career. Luke Combs, thank you, Marnie. I couldn't remember his name. And Tracy Chapman is who I listen to when I am depressed, when I am going through something, when I need something. So when I listen to Tracy Chapman, sometimes her music takes me back to different places in my life. So music for me, it is a mood. It is how I feel. I still, when it's time for me to clean up, I still put on 80s R&B. You're going to get some Nita Baker. You're going to get some Lufa. You know what I mean? Because that's what I grew up with. I grew up listening to my parents' music. So I love Motown. I love bebop. I love not bebop. I love doo-wop, right? I absolutely love it. When I was in college, when I studied, I need music. First of all, I need music. I'm a music person, but I need music without words because I know my ADHD be taking me left. So I need music without words. So in college, my uncle introduced jazz to me. I knew what jazz was before college, but my uncle used to buy me jazz music for every occasion, Christmas, birthday. He always bought me jazz CDs. And that is what I listen to when I study. So if I hear certain jazz artists, it takes me back to that part of my life. You understand? So I don't care. I know I went all the way around to say I don't care. But, you know, MTV made me love. Right. Listen, I grew up in 80s listening to 80s. I grew up listening to, I hate to say white music, but let's just say rap. I mean, let's just say 80s rock. And pop, because you know why? Because every summer I went to an overnight camp up in, it's called Fannisburg, Pennsylvania. Unless you from, and I don't even know if anybody who's in Pennsylvania has ever heard of Fannisburg. I'm sure it's this big. I'm sure that now that I'm an adult and I look back on certain experiences while I was at camp, I'm sure that I was among people who are now Trump supporters. You understand what I'm saying? You feeling me? You reading between them lines? But they introduced me to a whole new genre of music. I would leave summer camp with tapes and tape, because back then we would tape and we would record, you know, we would have our boom boxes and we would make copies of tapes. I came back listening to all kinds of music, right? When I would come back from summer camp, I would have tapes and tapes and tapes of, matter of fact, quiet as it's kept and loud as it is, I was introduced to hip hop at summer camp. You know why? Because it was kids there from Philly and kids there from New York. And I told you guys, they didn't used to play rap on the radio down here in DC. They didn't play it on the radio. So the only way I really got, rap and hip hop, like real rap back in the day, was from my friends from New York and Philly who had tapes. I was introduced to Eric B and Rakim, and I could keep going. The list goes on and on and on. If you wanted to hear any of my DC folk, y'all know, if y'all wanted to hear rap, we had to flip over to AM. We had to listen to 1450 AM. That was Kathy Hughes' first radio station on the AM side. And Conan had a show where he would do the countdown every night. He would do the top 10 countdown. That was the only time we heard rap. That was the only time we heard rap on the radio down here. So, you know, y'all be making me go left. Well, how we get on that? Child, what else we gonna talk about? I got 2 more stories that we're gonna go through today. So Ricky Smiley, right? DC didn't have no rap station. No, it didn't. There was no rap station in DC. No. WPGC was one of the first stations that started playing rap. But even then, they would play Heavy D and the Boys and Will Smith. And again, there's no disrespect, but I'm saying they still didn't play hardcore. They still didn't play hard, you know, the hardcore rap. No, we sure didn't. We sure didn't. So Ricky Smiley, they talked about the Brian McKnight situation down to the Ricky Smiley show, okay? And after the show was over, Ricky Smiley did a video basically sending a message to, DC had a quiet storm. The quiet storm used to come on WHUR, I think, with, what's my man? He passed away. Oh my gosh. What's my man? Oh, my DC people, remind me. The Quiet Storm used to come on, I want to say it was WHUR. Oh, what's my man? Damn, he passed away. He died of AIDS. What is his name? Come on, my DC people. Melvin Lindsay. Yes. Didn't Melvin Lindsay, didn't he die of AIDS? I don't want to put that on him if it's not true. But yes, Melvin Lindsay, he did the Quiet Storm. He sure did. And I remember, again, talking about, well, it does still come on, but I mean, I'm talking about when I was a kid. Thank you, Jerry. Yes, okay, it was. Again, I remember as a kid, I was on the bus listening on my Walkman, listening when they announced Melvin Lindsay died. I still remember where I was when they announced that he died. But yep, Melvin Lindsay, yep, sure, yep. Thank y'all. So Ricky Smiley did a video to Brian McKnight's kids, the ones that he disowned, saying, listen, it's been a big part of my life by opening my home and opening myself up to children who have been displaced for whatever reason. And we know that a lot of the kids that Ricky Smiley claimed are not his blood kids. Now, his son that died last year, I believe, was his blood son. But a lot of these kids that Ricky Smiley be claiming, they are not his kids. They are not his blood kids. But he, Melvin Lindsay started the Quiet Storm format. Yeah. Okay, thank you, correct. Thank you. And so he did a video basically telling the kids, listen, if you guys are ever in Alabama, reach out to me. You have a safe space here. You have a place here. And again, we know that Ricky Smiley has been through a lot with the loss of his son. But again, he really has been that person, opening up himself, opening up his format. I mean, his life, I should say. And so it was cool. It was whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. Okay, cute. Thank you, Ricky Smiley. And then here comes Tyrese. Telling Ricky Smiley he don't know the whole story and that he's really good friends with Brian McKnight. He's known Brian McKnight for many, many, many years, and he knows his family. He knows his wife. He this, he that. He's been around. Tyrese, don't you have bigger issues right now? Tyrese, don't you have things you need to be dealing with on your own? Like, didn't your wife just sue you for defamation because you down here on the internet telling lies about her allegedly? Why are you worried about what Ricky Smiley talking about over on his show? Did I call him Tyrese? My bad. No disrespect, Tyrese. You know Tyrese, that's my boo. Tyrese. Sir, I really want these people. I really want to, sir. I need you to mind your business. Can you mind your business? I was like, why are you here? Why are you in this conversation? Like with Ricky Smiley, I understand kind of why he did it. They were talking about it on the show. Maybe it was, it was sitting on him. Maybe it was, sitting on his spirit. I don't know. But Tyrese, excuse me. Nobody asked for your opinion, sir. Nobody called for you. Nobody is looking for you. Nobody asked for you to be here. And I just think you have bigger fish to fry. You are dealing with a whole situation with your whole ex-wife and then your on-again, off-again girlfriend. Child. You don't know this man really be Tyrese, my bad. Put the R in there. Tyrese. Tyrese. Ooh, y'all know, listen. If it's a name, y'all know I will F it up. Okay? All right. Thank you, cuz. Oh, okay. I just saw this. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you so much. So you guys know that we are going to the Mystics game. And somebody donated a ticket a couple of days ago. The Credit Doctor, you guys know that I introduced you guys to the Credit Doctor a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about credit repair. And some of you guys have actually reached out and are getting some help from the Credit Doctor. He is donating a ticket for the Mystics game. So if you are in the DC area and you are interested in going, he is donating a ticket to the Mystics game. Thank you so much. Y'all know the AKA, that's my cousin. And he's watching right now. So thank you so much. And I appreciate it. I just saw the message. So if I already have somebody for the first ticket that was donated. So if you are in the DMV area and you want to go to the Mystics game, it is August the 17th that we're going. It is a family friendly event. This is not something we're not going to be getting drunk and all of that. It's a basketball game in the afternoon, and I definitely would love to see young girls. I know not to sound sexist because the boys can come too, but it is definitely a family friendly event. So if you would like to come, email me, and I will. It'll be a first come first serve basis, but email me if you are interested. I did reserve 20 tickets. I think we're up to 13. I called the lady. We've been playing phone tag. So I'm gonna get the lady on the phone and we'll lock everything in. Hopefully tomorrow we will lock it all in tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a fun time. I think it's gonna be fun. So thank you, the credit doctor, aka Jerry. And if you are interested in okay, Tracy gonna be there. She said speak for myself, because Tracy gonna probably get drunk, but don't worry about Tracy. But email ReallyBThePodcast@gmail.com if you are interested in you have questions about credit repair, anything dealing with credit in general. Make sure you reach out to me and I can get you in touch with the credit doctor. Cause if you want to drop me your information, I don't have it in front of me. I'll post that before I get off of here. If you have your email, well, actually, I can give everybody your email address. Give me a second. I'll pull up. I'll get you his email address. If you have any questions about your credit, any credit repair questions, that type of thing, you guys reach out to him. I know some people have already been working with him, and I am a product. I've told you guys myself. I would never endorse something, family or not, that didn't work for me. And it did work for me. I told you guys my story. You can find it on Members Only. I told you guys my personal story as it relates to that. Hold on. Let me get his email real quick before I get off of here. And then we're going to do this last story, and then we're going to get off of here. I know it's like Jay Burton. Here it is right here. Okay, his email, I'm gonna put it in the chat, is jburt731@gmail.com. Let me make sure that's right. jburt731, yes. Okay. Oh shoot, I wasn't typing in the chat. Lord have mercy. Okay, yeah. Oh, there it is right there. Thank you. There it is right there. Thank you. There's his information right there. The credit doctor, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then I said the email is jburt731@gmail.com. Okay. And let them know Really B sent you. Or let them know you saw it on the Really B show. Okay. Now, this last story is sort of a follow-up to what we talked about yesterday, actually. It's a follow-up to what we talked about yesterday, which deals with Andy Cohen. You know, he finally spoke out against, in response to some of the lawsuits and stuff that have been lodged against him. And then today, there were the results of an investigation, which sort of clears him. Now, I know some people might say, well, it was an internal investigation. It doesn't really clear him, but here you go. I'm going to read you guys. You know, I like to bring you guys the full story. So we talked about it yesterday. I like to bring it all the way around. Okay. This is coming from Deadline, and it is today's date. Andy Cohen cleared of booze, drugs, and sexual harassment allegations as investigator finds that the claims have been unsubstantiated. It says here, Andy Cohen will be a happy man today. Not only did his late night talk show, Watch What Happens Live, was picked up through the end of 2025, but he has been cleared of a number of allegations that have been surrounding him. Outside, so I apologize, I said it was internal. It was not. It was an external investigation. Outside investigators were brought in after Brandy Glanville and Leah McSweeney accused him of a number of unsavory behaviors. The outside investigation into the recent allegations made by Brandi Glanville and Leah McSweeney against Andy Cohen have now been completed, and the claims were found to be unsubstantiated. In February, the former Housewives of New York star filed a lawsuit alleging that Cohen intentionally used the booger sugar with his employees to further promote a workplace culture that thrives off of drug and alcohol use, which leads to a failure to accommodate employees who are disabled and attempting to remain substance-free. The former Beverly Hills star Brandi Glanville named Cohen in a letter sent to NBC Universal, Warner Brothers Discovery, and Shed Media, in which they cited a video from 2022 where Cohen allegedly appears inebriated and boasted of his intention to sleep with another Bravo star that night while thinking of her and inviting her to watch. Cohen has support from numerous quarters, including Lisa Vanderpump. Well, that was the end of that. So he was cleared. They did an external investigation. Now, that don't stop the lawsuit, right? It doesn't stop the lawsuit. But Brandi never filed a lawsuit. Leah McSweeney did file a lawsuit, but it does internally clear him. So for all them people that was like, oh, he getting ready to get fired. Oh, they getting ready to, you know, he's going to be out. All of these allegations. It looks like, at least for right now, he's safe. They've extended his talk show to 2025. And for right now, it looks like he's safe. So with that being said, we're going to roll it out. Now, I had scheduled a live for 9 o'clock to talk about Whitehead, but Pam just went live to talk about it. So we're going to head on over to Pam's house. We're going to head on over to Pam's house. If you want to hear the latest of Whitehead, we're going to head on over to Pam's house. We will probably still talk about it at some point. I got a lot going on this weekend. I told you guys my nephew is graduating Saturday. Sunday, of course, is Mother's Day. So I can't promise when it'll get done this weekend, but we'll come back to it. We'll come back around to it. Cause you know, Pam gonna give you the law. We're gonna act the fool. We're gonna clown them. We're gonna clown them. So we're definitely gonna get back to it. But get on over to Pam's house so you can get the legal breakdown of what is going on with the bishop. And do not forget, if you haven't done so already, please thank a teacher, thank a nurse. Tomorrow is the final day. So make sure you guys are looking out and thanking again. If you have a family, a teacher in your family, friends, cousins, you have kids that are still in school, you know, a thank you goes a long way sometime. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Mwah! Talk to y'all later. Peace.